Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, here to do your monthly angel card reading for November 2015. So we're getting close to the end of this year of 2015, and it'll be exciting to see what next year brings. But let's rein in the energies and actually look at this month of November. We're going to be using Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot cards for the general reading, as we normally do. And for your special message card, I was guided to use the same deck, so we'll also choose the special message card from Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot deck. Your stones of choice for this monthly angel card reading are selenite, a very nice big kind of oval piece of selenite here. Selenite vibrates to the crown chakra, opening up to higher divine guidance, opening up to your angelic guidance. Also getting in touch with past lives and future lives. Your second stone of choice for this monthly reading is a nice piece of raw labradorite. I really love labradorite. It's actually a dark grayish stone, but has little twinkles of iridescent green and blue. This one particularly has the blue. You may not be able to see it in the video, but as you kind of let the light hit it in certain areas, it kind of just has the shimmery kind of blue in the gray stone. And it's actually considered an extraterrestrial stone, so it helps you to get in touch with otherworldly guides. And then your last stone of choice is a nice raw piece of rose quartz, which vibrates to the heart chakra, unconditional love of self, bringing in that aspect of healing and unconditional love into your relationships and love life as well. Just a very soft, gentle, and nurturing stone. So again, your stones of choice are the selenite, the labradorite, and the rose quartz. But let's start by taking a brief look at the astrology for the month of November. And I only hit the highlights because, as most of you know, in my weekly angel card readings, I get into a more detailed look of the astrology week by week. But the highlights for this month, starting on November 8th, we have Venus, the planet of love and relationships, as well as the divine feminine energies. It also rules money and finances. It's going to be leaving the sign of Virgo and moving into the sign of Libra. Now, while Venus was in Virgo, it wasn't as comfortable there because Venus wants to feel sensuous and exude love and nurturing and have that kind of fulfillment in relationships. And that Virgo energy can be a little bit more detail-oriented and using discernment energies and be a little, kind of nitpicky with things. But as it moves into the sign of Libra, Venus actually normally rules that sign. So it's going to be very comfortable and at home in Libra. Because Libra also rules relationships and partnerships, and it rules balance and equality and harmony. And so Venus is going to be very happy there as she moves into that sign on November 8th. Now on November 11th, there's a couple of things happening. First of all, we have a new moon at 19 degrees Scorpio. And new moons are always about new beginnings. And that Scorpio energy is a very deep, emotional, psychic, feeling-oriented on a subconscious level energy. So there's going to be a lot of new beginnings that is going to bring transformative energies in your life because Scorpio rules transformation. Also on the 11th of November, the North Node and the South Node are changing signs. Now, the North Node and the South Node are not planets, but they're actually mathematical points in space, but astrologers use them because they're very important in one's astrological birth chart, as well as just in transit, where they are in the sky at any particular moment, because it signals destiny. The North Node is about your karmic destiny in this lifetime and where we're supposed to be heading towards, what we're aspiring towards as far as the creation of the energy. And the South Node is about past life or old energies. It's like where we're comfortable, the energies of where we're comfortable, and it includes our habits. Again, it includes past life energies. And for quite a while now, the North Node and South Node have been in the signs of Libra and Aries, North Node being in Libra and South Node being in Aries for some months now. And that axis of Libra and Aries is about partnerships, relationships versus the self. Aries is about the individual, and Libra is about the other person or people in your lives. And so this is why there's been so many heightened energies revolving around partnerships and relationships at this time, and moving through releasing past life belief systems and thoughts and old ways of operating in relationships, and trying to move into a sense of more balance and harmony and equality in relationships and partnerships. And it's going to be a significant shift because now these nodes are moving into the signs of Virgo and Pisces. So the North Node will be moving into Virgo, and the South Node will be moving into Pisces. And it doesn't mean all the relationship stuff is going to go away, but now there's going to be a heightened energy movement towards Virgo and Pisces energies, which is energies of Pisces is all about spirituality. And this is the past, though, and it's not that that spirituality is in the past, but it's more like we have to pay more attention to the Virgo energy, which is interesting because Virgo is more of an energy of discernment and logic and looking at the details of things and organizing things. And also Virgo rules health, and so you're going to see an upsurgence of people paying more attention to their diet and exercise and health and any kind of health things that are going on in the physical body. But those health energies going on with the physical body are connected to the energetic bodies, which is more the Pisces, the mental and emotional bodies. And so there's going to be kind of a merging of those energies to where you're going to see more people moving towards eating organically and wanting to get into an exercise routine to take care of the physical body, and even into alternative healing, herbs and flower essences, crystal healing, and things of that nature. Okay, and then on November 12th, the next day, the planet Mars is following the planet Venus by moving into the sign of Libra. So Mars is also leaving Virgo, which was good as far as paying attention to the small steps and moving towards our goals, breaking things down into little segments or sections. Now that Mars is moving into Libra, there's going to be, again, another shift towards relationship matters and balance and harmony and equality. So now, again, Venus and Mars, the divine feminine Venus and the divine masculine Mars, are both moving into that relationship sign of Libra. So see, there's definitely not going to be any lack of paying attention to relationships. And then as we move to November 20th, the next highlighted astrological energy is that Mercury is now changing signs as well. There's a lot of planets changing signs in the month of November. So Mercury is moving out of Scorpio and moving into Sagittarius. While Mercury has been in Scorpio, it's definitely tapping us into the subconscious and the unconscious and our feeling nature and the shadow side and things that need to be healed. As it moves into Sagittarius on November 20th, there's going to be a lightening of the energies of the mind, of our logic, of our thoughts, of our beliefs. We're going to feel more optimistic, hopefully. We're going to feel more like, we can really accomplish things, and that we believe in ourselves, and that we have a belief in universe is guiding us in the right direction. On November 22nd, the Sun follows Mercury into the sign of Sagittarius, just kind of supporting that Sagittarian energy of optimism and good luck and belief systems and expansion of the mind energies. You might find a lot of people wanting to go back to school or learning something new in some capacity, or deciding that they want to teach certain subjects to other people, because this is the sign of teaching and learning. And then on the 25th of November, we have our full moon at 3 degrees of Gemini. So a heightening of those intense energies, bringing things to fruition, also about letting go and releasing old energies. And since we're in the sign of Gemini, we're releasing these overly logical or overly analyzing energies that Gemini can be associated with. And then on the 26th of November, the last important or big thing that happens in this month astrologically is that Saturn in Sagittarius is making a challenging aspect to Neptune in Pisces. Now, just because it actually happens and comes to a connection exactly on November 26th, don't think that we haven't been feeling this all of the month of November and even in the month of October, because Neptune moves really, really slow, and Saturn moves fairly slow as well. So these energies have been building to this challenging aspect for quite a while, which has been bringing a lot of confusing energies for people. Things that don't make sense, puzzle pieces not really fitting. Neptune is very elusive, and Neptune in Pisces says to trust and have faith and just surrender to the divine plan, when Saturn wants to have things firmly in place. Saturn wants to organize. Saturn wants to have tangible proof of things. And this connection between Saturn and Neptune, especially because it's a challenging connection, is really saying, you're not going to know, you're not going to be able to see necessarily how things are going to play out, but you just need to trust and have faith and believe. As Saturn is in that sign of Sagittarius, you have to believe that everything's going to turn out for your highest and best interests, which I actually feel that it will. But a lot of circumstances and situations may play out a little bit differently than you really originally thought or than you originally planned. So just be open to going with the flow and allowing God, universe, Great Spirit to kind of put the pieces together in the way that's going to be in your highest and best interest. You're just going to have to trust and have faith that that's happening. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the message for the month of November 2015. So I'm going to give the cards a little bit of a shuffle here. And you can breathe with me if you want, taking a deep breath and calling in your own angels and guides, calling in the archangels, the ascended masters, asking them to bring forth whatever message is in everyone's highest and best interest to know for the month of November. You know, these two cards want to come out, so I'm actually going to put one here and one back here. All right. You know what? I have to say there's another card too, so we're going to look at that one as well. That's interesting, huh? We have like 5 cards to look at this month. So that's probably because of all the planets switching signs and changing energies here. We start out with the Ace of Earth. This is a really positive card to start out with for this month of November. The inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. Now, whenever we see the ace, we think of new beginnings, and the earth sign, which in the traditional tarot is pentacles or discs, this is about a tangible new beginning. So this is about new beginnings in career, home, new beginnings with family, new beginnings with relationships, all those things that are tangible that we can actually see and feel. So this bodes really well, especially for those of you that have been dealing with some financial maybe questions. I feel like there's maybe a new project that's going to be starting that will bring an inflow of abundance. It's more than an idea. It's really a new project, a new business, something tangible that you're doing that is maybe new, something different and new, that's really going to bring forth these abundance and prosperity energies. Now, the angels are saying right now to make sure that you understand that it's not just about money and finances, because abundance and prosperity can also be blessings of various kinds. It might be support from other people. It might be ideas from other people, gifts from other people, or even from the universe for that matter. that's working maybe through other people. But there's definitely a new beginning here in the works in this month of November. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next card for more information. Another Earth card. Okay, and this is interesting because the first card was a very positive card, and this one usually not considered so positive. It's the Five of Earth. And it says, fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, and uncertain self-employment. So again, I feel like a lot of you have been dealing with some questions or uncertainty with job, business, career, life path, money, finances. And this is saying to not let your fears and doubts get the best of you. I really feel like with that Ace of the Earth, and what they're showing me right now is that Saturn challenging Neptune that I talked about for the month of November that's building. You just have to trust and have faith. Don't give in to the negative ego mind of doubts or fears or anxieties, because that's going to create a reality that you really don't want to have. You have to stay in a place of trusting, and I really feel like incorporating into your daily meditation a visualization, and I like to use this myself, is a visualization of blessings from the universe showering down upon you. And I see those blessings of the universe as little sparkles of golden light. Sometimes I visualize the golden sparkles of light changing into different colors like pink or blue or green. Sometimes I visualize those sparkles of light changing into gifts and presents that are floating down, or money that's floating down, or little hearts of energy, meaning that there's love and assistance from other people that's coming to you. So play with that visualization a little bit. And I really think that you're going to see that in using that visualization of blessings of the universe showering down upon you, which is the Ace of Earth here, that you're not going to allow the anxieties to take hold. Let's take a look at the next card. This is the Six of Water. And this is a very nice, balanced, emotional card. It says memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, or romanticizing the past. Now, this oftentimes has to do with family, but it's positive energy. Again, this is about our emotions, our feelings, feeling good, those old memories of the past that bring you happiness and joy, whether it be family memories or memories of relationships, of love that you might be in, connecting with children, connecting with the joy and happiness of feeling like a child, or having children around you that have, that energy of joy and happiness. This is all about feeling good. And again, that coupled with that visualization that I talked about, when you see those sparkles of blessings, the sparkles of light showering down upon you from the universe, the blessings of the universe, infuse it with these happy, joyful, content feelings and emotions, because that's going to help to manifest a very positive reality. I also feel like this is about connecting with family. I mean, we are going to be nearing the holidays. Thanksgiving here in the United States is in November, and then Christmas, of course, is in December next month. So we're starting to pay more attention to family gatherings, getting together with family. And this is telling me to focus on the love, focus on the unconditional love. Don't focus on the issues or the challenges that you might have with that brother or that sister or that aunt or uncle. This is about really understanding that we're all interconnected as a spiritual family, and that the family, the genetic and biological family that we have, and all of its dysfunctions at times, really is a blessing. And to share that love, that light, that joy, and that happiness with one another this month. Let's look at that fifth card that kind of came out of the deck. We have another Earth card, so definitely a month of manifestation energies, and this is the Eight of Earth. And it says here at the bottom, skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic and going back to school. Now, that's interesting, because remember when I talked about both Mercury and the Sun moving into the sign of Sagittarius, that was the sign of learning and teaching. So, and I think I even mentioned that you might be going back to school or taking a class or workshop. It doesn't have to be a formal school like college, but It might be reading a book and gaining more knowledge. It might be taking an online course to gain more knowledge. But I really feel like this month you're learning something new. Now, even though this isn't the traditional meaning of the card, I always think of the number 8 as an empowering energy, empowerment. And this is empowerment on the earthly plane. So you're definitely going to feel stronger this month, I feel. I feel especially because those planets are moving out of Virgo. Venus is moving out of Virgo into Libra. Mars is moving out of Virgo into Libra. And although we still have Jupiter in Virgo for a little while, I feel like we're going to feel more empowered, more stable, more balanced. If you take the number 8 and put it on its side, it's the infinity symbol, which really signifies a nice balance, a nice flow of energies. So I feel like that's definitely something very positive this month as well. Let's look at the last card that I just was drawn to guide. So here we have a Major Arcana card. This is Major Arcana number 13. It's called Release in this deck with Archangel Azrael. It says the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, and time to move on. And traditionally, in the regular tarot deck, this is the Death card. And the Death card simply means death and rebirth, releasing the old to be able to make room for new energies. Just like this says, it's time to move on. And I feel like this is true of this month as well as next month, regardless of the cards that we choose for next month, December. But we're at the end of the year here. We're at the end of a universal cycle of energy for 2015, which is, if we add up 2015, it's an 8 energy vibration for the year, which has been all about empowerment. Now, on the earthly level, it's been about career and life path and finances and, feeling financially secure and manifesting our goals. And I really feel like as we're moving out of 2015 here, we're close to it, this is about inner transformation as well as outer transformation. Release and let go of old circumstances and situations and ideas and energies that you no longer need to hold on to, because as we move into 2016 shortly here, we're going to be moving into a whole new energy. And so allow, that death of the old to take place. Release what's no longer needed to hang on to. And just as this phrase here at the bottom says, spiritual transformation is taking place. To me, this is a very, very positive thing. And you definitely have Archangel Azrael here helping and assisting with all of you out there, all of the souls out there, both on the earthly realm as well as the spiritual realm. Archangel Azrael is helping you to transform and move on to the next step on your highest and most important destiny path. So I hope you've liked this monthly angel card reading for November. Be sure to check out the weekly angel card readings and read a little bit more about the significance of the astrological energies by looking at the Angelic Astrology article for the month of November on angelmessenger.net. Again, if you'd like any personal reading or healing with me, please check out my services on sacredsoulempowerment.com. Thank you for all of those who like and share and comment on my YouTube videos as well as my Facebook posts. If you're not already a Facebook friend or not already following me on Facebook, I have 2 pages. One is Colleen Lemma, and the other one is Sacred Soul Empowerment, just like my website. So sending you all many, many blessings of love and light. Until we meet again for next month and for next week, love and light.